Right, guys, good evening. So, we are starting to continue from where we stopped in the seminar, and I think few of the question didn't have any of the diagram. So, I just took the diagrams and I'll draw few of those diagrams that we couldn't do in the class. The first, now you come to the page number which, yeah, question number 10 of no, not question number 10. Yeah, the first one is question number 10, isn't it? I think question number 10. When taking a measurement, the scale position of vernier as follows. Now it's given here, right? Was there anything else like apart from the question number 10? No. Somewhere close by, was there any of the questions? Let me check. Right. Question number 10 is there. Okay. 12. Question number 12. Yeah, the question number 12 doesn't have a diagram. The diagram is missing. Now, please, guys, now can you draw the diagram in the question bank 1 tute in the question 12, right? Write the diagram or draw the diagram in the question number 12. Now, this is the diagram given in the question number 12. Is it also given? Yeah, the question number 12 diagram is also given, right? It is also given. This is diagram, it's there already. What else was missing? 15. There's a 15 there. I think 15 is missing, right? Question number 15, the diagram is missing, right? Right, starting from the question number 15, the question number 15 diagram is missing. So, I am going to draw it. So, this is the diagram they have given. Draw it. Now, 1, 2, then a 3 centimeter length, right? Then again 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th line is there. Again a 6th line is there, right? Afterwards, now this is the main scale. It hasn't given as the main scale, but you know the centimeter values are there in the main scale, right? So the other thing is given like this. This line is given here, right? So this is somewhat the vernier scale. This is here. This is the vernier 0. 1, 2, and the third line has aligned, right? Third line has aligned. The 4th line is there here, and the 5th line, right? This is how it is, right? So this is the diagram for the 15th question. Can you draw it faster? So which tube this is question bank 1. Question bank 1, which we discussed in the seminar, right? We discussed this question bank in the seminar. So this is the diagram, right? This is the diagram. Can you draw it real fast for the question number 15? And those who didn't get the question bank, send me a text message. I think I have told the the institute to send the tudes who have like sent their addresses. But now this is the thing: if you haven't paid the the monthly element that you pay, usually the institute doesn't send any of the tudes. And if you have like any of the issues that you can't do the payments within these days, that's okay. You send me a text message, I'll tell it to them, and you send me the address that I'll tell them to send it, right? So you put me a text message if you didn't get the tunes yet, right? Right. So if you are finished with the diagram, now let's go for the answer, right? When measuring the diameter of a sphere with the above caliper, the scale position is as follows. Given the error, what is the correct diameter of the sphere, right? Now this had an error in the question above. What is the value of the above zero error, right? So now the zero error of this issue was how much? That was we found the can somebody send the error we found in the question number 14? That is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 0.04 centimeters should be the error. Now in the 15th question, right? In the 15th question, they have measured. Oh, this is something wrong. Given error, right? So in the 15th question, they have measured something with the error, like with the instrument which has the error. Now this is a positive zero error, right? Yeah. So the 0.04 for positive zero error is there, right? 0.04 for positive zero error is there. Good, Asit, thank you. And now this is the thing. So they have measured with that instrument which had a zero error. Now we have to consider zero error and take the measurement, and we have to correct the measurement as well. Now that what we get here will be a right. What we get here will be a value with an error, right? So we have to correct the error and get the correct answer. Now this is how you, like, first thing is you have to get the usual normal value reading the vernier. Now how do you read the vernier? Now the equation is length equals MSV main scale value plus VSV vernier scale value, and the vernier scale value is least count into VSR vernier scale reading. This is the equation, right? So MSV here. Now some people get this wrong, but this line is in the 0. This is the 0, vernier 0. Some people mix up with these two of the lines. This is the margin of the the vernier part. This is the margin. This is not any of the lines of the scale. Now this is the 0, not this. So the main scale value is the value just before the vernier 0. Now this is the value just before the vernier 0, not this, right? So you have to take this value, that is 3.1 centimeters. 3.1 centimeters is the main scale value. That is the value just before the vernier 0, right? And next thing, we have to take the VSV, that will be 0.01 least count, right? That is the least count, 0.01 into VSR, vernier scale reading, which is the number of vernier scale lines that have aligned. Which number has aligned? Not this, not this, this, right? That is the third line. So the third line has aligned. So that is the vernier scale reading as well. So the complete value should be 3.1 plus 0.03. That will be 3.13 centimeters of a length, isn't it? Now this is the visual reading, isn't it? This is the visual reading. This is the reading that can observe, but this is not the actual reading because the instrument has a zero error in it. So we calculated the zero error, which was what? 0.04, and that is a positive zero error, right? So if it is a positive zero error, the correction should be a deduction, isn't it? If it is a positive zero error, correction should be a deduction. So you have to deduct the value, right? So how do you do the correction or the actual value? How do you take the actual value? Actual value will be visual value deduct the error, right? Since this is a positive zero error. So the actual value will be, now the visual value is 3.13 and you have to deduct 0.04, right? 0.04. So when you deduct 0.04, what do you get? That will be 9. 0.03, right? 3.09 centimeters of a length is the correct answer or the actual value. So the answer should be 3, right? Answer should be 3, right? So take a quick note. Good, ask it good, very good, right? Take a quick note on that. Right. So can you give us a quick summary on the question pattern you're gonna include for exam now? That will be, I can't say exactly. You know, few of the question will be both for 2027 and 2026. Now, for 2027, this course is for the 2027 people. So for the 2027 measurements, area volume, and the trigonometry will be coming, right? So that's only 3 of the lessons, right? Measurements, area volume, and trigonometry. I'm not hoping to add, like, I really want to, right? I really want to add some difficult questions, but I won't be adding like many difficult questions, but few of the difficult questions will be also there. Now you have to learn something, right? That when it comes to the exam, it isn't about answering the difficult questions, right? When it comes to an exam, like, exams isn't about answering the difficult question. There is some basic that you should understand before you are facing the proper A-level exam, right? So now facing for an exam is to gain the maximum amount of marks that is possible, right? So there's always like few number of difficult questions in a paper. That is usual, right? Even in your A-levels exam. Now I have proven it to the people who are doing the 2025 A-levels, because we wrote many of the papers and we are writing many of the papers by now. We are doing full papers now during this stage. So now there are some difficult questions that is really hard to answer within that period of time that is allocated for a certain question, right? Usually it can't be done within that certain period of time. So it doesn't have to do, right? You don't have to do it. You don't have to answer that difficult question all the time, right? So you can skip it if you feel like you can't do it, you can skip it. Now the major thing, the main thing is you have to gather the maximum amount of marks that is possible to collect in that paper first. That is the first thing to do. You have to gather the maximum amount of marks that you can gather from that paper. Afterwards, then you have the time to allocate for the difficult questions, right? So do the difficult questions after, when you collect the maximum number of marks that you can collect, right? Try to do the difficult questions afterwards. Otherwise you'll be losing the total amount of the score in the paper. That happens, right? So it's not about answering the difficult questions, but if you answer the the number of all the questions that is possible to answer, and you grab the majority of the marks that can be gathered, and you answered the difficult questions as well, that will make you special, right? That will make you maybe the highest marks, or highest 5, highest 10 or something, right? So that is how it usually happens. So now learn that basic when you are answering a paper. Don't worry about the hard questions. Hard questions will be always there. You don't have to answer every hard question. So I'm thinking to put a one question, maybe a hard question. I want to, because I want to check now how much of a bright people are there who can answer the difficult question. That is one important thing, because you all can be bright. I'm not telling that there's a exact margin saying that these people are bright and these people are not. It's not like that. Everyone can improve. Everyone can be a master in something. Everyone can be one of the good and great ranks in the future. So it doesn't like it can't marginalize me with the paper, right? It's not what I'm telling, but I want to see who can really answer the difficult questions. So there will be difficult questions. Don't worry about that. So will we have MCQ structured essays? And I say yes. MCQs will be there, structured essays will be there, and essay questions also will be there. Like compulsory ones and the choice questions, no choice questions. You have no choice except for answering all the questions. So you'll have to answer all the questions. Now the selection question is it's too early for you, right? Isn't it? It's too early for you. You don't have to like do like select the answers because it's just one lesson, right? Or just 3 lessons. You don't have to select in that in that paper, right? Usually, when it comes to the proper A-level exam, yeah, you have questions that you can select and do, but this is only 3 lessons, so nothing to select. You just have to do the questions, that's all, right? And don't worry much about the paper, right? So though you got like it depends. So the next week we have the exam, yes, the next Tuesday we have the exam. That's why I had the seminar as well. That's why I have this class as well, because I want you to have some good marks. Otherwise, you will lose the marks. Then it's not a good thing. I will feel bad, and you will feel bad. Especially your parents will feel bad. And like your parents and yourself are taking I wouldn't say a risk, because we are here for you. It's in one way it's one of the risk, because only few of the teachers are there, no schools are there, and still you're planning to like it's one of the really good decisions you made, because the best way of learning the technology and the best stream to learn the technology for the future and for the sake of your career, for the sake of your future higher education and everything, English medium is the best medium that is there. That it's a pity that there's no much of schools and not much of teachers and resources are there, but you are still taking the risk, and you are trusting the teachers of few of our teachers, our ET sir, Viraj, our IT sir, Kamas, and maybe you are going some other IT classes, and myself, SFT. Just trusting ourselves, we really take that responsibility serious, and we want you to have some good marks. That is the main reason I had the seminar, and the reason I'm having this class as well, right? So don't worry, we'll be covering you the maximum level that is possible, and you should be doing the best, right? You should be putting your best efforts, and hopefully, let's see, we have like greater we are keeping hopes on you, right? We have like trust on you as well, that you will do better in the future. We'll see. Can't tell it now, but I'm seeing some good future, right? So study hard, do some good works, have some good marks, and afterwards we'll have a parents meeting as well. And for the people who are joining online, their parents can join online as well, and for the others who are coming physical, their parents have to come physically here, and we'll discuss a few things. Then that's how it will happen, right? Right, now come to the next question with the diagram, that is 33, back again, right? And the 2026 paper, that is not relevant to here, but that will be on force, work power energy, circular motion, and that's all. Only 3 of the lessons, right? Study those 3 of the lessons, many of the questions will be there, right? So come to the next question, that is missing the diagram 33, right? 33. Right. The figure shows the position of the scale when the jaws of a vernier caliper are in contact device 0 error should be, now they're asking for the 0 error, right? So I'm going to draw the diagram. That is question number 33. 33. Now this is the diagram. Now draw it with me. Right. This will be the diagram. Right. 0. This is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 1 centimeter line. Right. This is 1 centimeter line. Right. So now there's vernier. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, the third line has aligned. One, 2, 3, 4. Next the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here the 0, right? So this is the diagram for the question number 33, right? Can you draw the diagram faster? I was unable to join the seminar. Who's this? Atif Ahmed. What happened? So what is the order of the question? There's no such order. So the next week we have the exam. Yes. There's no such order. There will be area questions, volume questions, trigonometry questions, measurement questions. It's in a like in a MCQ. The question doesn't have an order, right? You just put the questions in there. There will be order, but like not an exact order. And who were unable to join this seminar, they can take the recordings. Just put a text to the WisePath hotline. They will provide the the seminar, the recording, but you will have to pay because number of people came to the class, to the seminar, paying the amount which it took, and it's not a nice thing if we gave it for free for the people who didn't come. So now the seminar recording is there. You'll have to pay and take the seminar recording, and now this recording will be free. You can take this recording for free. Doesn't matter. I was unable to join the seminar. That is okay. Are they all MCQs? Yeah. No, not all MCQs. No. There will be structured essays, MCQs, and essays. There will be different questions, like the different type of questions, like the structured essays and the MCQs. All will be there. Right. So don't take it like don't worry much about it. You go through the question bank, go through the tudes, and do some the extra studies, discuss with the friends. Best thing is the discussing with the best thing I suggest for you is like discuss with the friends. That's a really good thing, because that's the best way you share the knowledge, right? And that's the best way to keep the continuation of work, because when you have friends who are working together, the continuation of work will be there. Otherwise, sometimes you may feel lazy and you may feel lethargic, and you may leave the work for a while. Maybe that while takes weeks, and sometimes it goes for months and years you don't study. But when there's a group of people, they'll be like, when you feel lazy, they'll be pushing you, right? It's a good thing. So what order be teaching now? What do you mean? So what order be teaching now? Now this is just the measurement questions in the question bank. I'm just covering the the questions that didn't had a diagram in it, right? In the tude, these diagrams are missing, so I'm giving you the diagrams and few of the questions in the area and volume. We missed to do it. I'm going to do that questions as well, right? So now what is the answer for this? Now this is one of the errors, and this is the vernier, right? 10 of the lines are there, and this centimeter is given in the main scale usually. The vernier isn't given in centimeters, right? The main scale is given in centimeters. So now you see, now the 0 of the vernier and the main scale 0 isn't aligned. It has shifted a little bit forward, and shifted a little bit forward means a positive 0 error, isn't it? Shifted a little bit forward means a positive 0 error. Now how do you calculate a positive 0 error? It's like, it's same like taking a usual measurement, right? How do you take a measurement? You take the number of vernier scale lines aligned. Which number has aligned? Not this, not this, not this. This is aligned, right? That is the third line which has aligned, right? Third line has aligned. And the least count usually, if 10 of the lines have aligned with 9 of the main scale lines, right? Or 9 of the main scale divisions have aligned with 10 vernier scale lines, that is 0.1 millimeter of a least count that you should know, right? You're supposed to know by now, right? We don't have to calculate it. You can mentally tell it. If 9 of the main scale lines are aligning with 10 of the vernier scale lines, that is 0.1 millimeter of a least count. So now how do you take the reading? Now this hasn't, the 0 doesn't have passed any of the main scale values. So the main scale value is somewhat 0. So you don't have to calculate it anyway. So you are taking the vernier scale value, right? So the vernier scale value is least count into vernier scale reading, isn't it? So the least count isn't given, but you can tell it by looking at the diagram. It's 9 divisions of main scale aligned with 10 divisions of the vernier scale. So it's 0.1 millimeter of a least count multiplied by the number of vernier scale lines aligned. Now the third line has aligned, right? The third line has aligned. So you multiply it by 3. Now this should be the error, isn't it? That is 0.3 millimeters, a positive one, right? It's a positive one. So it should be a positive 0 error, so it should be deducted to correct. 0.3 millimeter is to be reduced, isn't it? 0.3 millimeter is to be reduced, should be the answer, right? Second answer, yes, correct. Good, good, good. You people are really good. So you are good, but let's see with the paper and everything. Do some good works and do some group works. Study as a group. It's a good thing because the knowledge should be shared between the people. And when some some gifted people are also there now. Some, because some of the people are answering. I just only have to put the question. They are answering in a second so two, right? So these people have a bit of gifted knowledge, so it's a good thing. That's maybe their practice as well, because they've been studying and practicing the whole years from grade 6 to 11 or something. They've been working on maths and everything, so their brain have adapted to it. So they are somewhat have experienced and they can do a good work, and that work should be shared with the people who have like lower marks. I'm not telling, like, I'm not criticizing them. So I'm telling is like, if all that people are working together, it's a really good thing, because that knowledge will be shared and everyone will be improving when you are working as a group. It's a really good thing to work as a group, so try to work as a group. Right. So the next question is 35. Come to the question number 35. The figure shows a position of the scale where the jaws of a vernier caliper are touching. Device 0 error. They are asking for the device 0 error. That is question number 35. So this is the diagram, right? Right. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is back again a 0. Now this should be the vernier, right? 0, 5, 0. 10 of the divisions are there. And the main scale is allocated here, 0. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay, now this is 1 centimeter. That is 1 centimeter. Now if you see this clearly, now draw the diagram first. Answer is 1. Okay. Now, are you trying to be the gifted person here? Alright. Now if the answer is 1, yeah, I will see it better. Now draw the diagram first. If you have the tute, first thing is you draw the diagram because I'll be skipping this. And we'll check the answer afterwards. Quickly draw the diagram. And if you see it clearly, this line has a line, right? This line has a line. Answer, first answer, correct. Possibly, yeah, I will see that. Yeah? Shall we? Okay, now they are asking for the 0 error. Now if you see it, now this is the vernier 0, isn't it? And this is the main scale 0. Now what has happened, now usually it's supposed to be coincided or should be aligned 0 to 0. But now the vernier 0 has shifted backwards, isn't it? Do you see it? The vernier 0 has shifted backwards, not forward. It has shifted backwards. Shifted backwards means it's a negative 0 error, isn't it? Shifted backwards is a negative 0 error. If shifted forward, passing the main scale 0, that is a positive 0 error. Shifted backwards, passing the main scale 0, that's a negative 0 error. The vernier 0 has shifted backwards, passing the main scale 0. So that's a negative 0 error. And if you remember, if it is a negative 0 error, you can't take the error as we did in the previous question, right? It is not the way that you take a negative 0 error, right? In a positive 0 error, it's just the same way that you take a reading. It's no difference. But when it comes to a negative 0 error, you can't take it the same way like taking a reading, because it changes, because the lines have aligned due to the lines have aligned coming back, not moving forward, isn't it? The lines have aligned coming back, it's not moving forward. Usually the readings we take are due to the moving forward, and that is fine. Now this has aligned coming back, so you can't take the same way the way that you took the reading the previous question. It has to be different, because it's coming back, isn't it? It's coming back. So usually I discuss this in the theory. How do you take a negative 0 error? You have to take the line which has a line, and you have to deduct it from the total number of lines are there, isn't it? You have to take the number of line which is coinciding or aligned, which is here the 4, and you have to deduct it from the number of vernier lines. The number of vernier lines are there are 10, right? So this is how you take the error, the negative 0 error, right? You remember this. How do you take the negative 0 error? 0.1 millimeter into, you don't multiply it by the the vernier scale line which has a line. Instead, you are deducting it from the number of vernier scale line which is 10. So 10 minus 4, isn't it? It should be 10 minus 4. So the answer should be 0.6 millimeters. Yes. So the answer is 0.6 millimeters, and that's a negative zero error as well, right? That's a negative zero error as well. So if it is a negative zero error, you have to add it, right? So you have to add 0.6 millimeters. 0.6 millimeters is to be added. The answer is 3. Bro, what happened now? Who answered this? 2. Second answer, first answer, no. Yeah, now the Ashit has corrected it back again, 3. Right? So think before answering. You have to know the theory really well. Sometimes you are missing the theory. It's fine, right? It's fine. Like doing mistakes before the exams are fine. Even doing mistakes in this exam is also fine, but you have to learn something. When you are doing something wrong and you knew it, I did this wrong, you have to correct it and you have to improve it and get through it. That's a way of learning, right? That is how you grow, right? So doing mistakes is really fine. That's okay. That is totally fine, but you can't do the same mistake twice and twice, right? You have to improve. So do mistakes, that's okay. Have low marks, even that will be fine, but I'll be looking forward if you are improving. You don't look at the question, well, you will get that, yeah, yes, prove. Don't use those words, right? Now the next question, 42. Come to the question number 42. We are missing a diagram there. That is 39, 41, 42. Yeah, 42. Yes. 42. Right. According to the diagram showing the reading for a measurement taken with a micrometer screw gauge, what would be the correct reading, right? Right. So this is the diagram. Right. 42. 41, 42. Right. Now this is the diagram. I'm going to draw it here. It has another diagram there. I'm going to draw the 2 of the diagrams here because 2 of the diagrams are there. I have to draw the 2 of them. So I'm going to draw one here and the next one here. So this is the diagram for the question number 42. And it's micrometer screw gauge reading. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. And the circular scale is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now this is 10. And this that is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this line has a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That is 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4 likewise are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 is also there. Right, this is the first diagram for the question number 42. And this will be the diagram for question number 43. Right, this diagram is for the question number 43. Now there's this line. It seems shorter than that. Okay. This is enough. And that's a 0. As directly aligned with the mark 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 20. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 10. Right. Yeah. So and few of the other marks are there. We don't have to worry much about it. Right. That's it. Yeah, that's the whole thing. So this is for the question number 42. This is for the question number 43. Draw the diagram real fast and we will discuss it. Finish? Yeah, shall we discuss the question number 42, right? According to the diagram showing the reading for a measurement taken with a micrometer screw gauge, what would be the correct reading? Now they're asking for the reading, isn't it? So how do you take the reading? Here, it's the same, right? It's the same, 2.59. How's it? We'll check, right? So now how do you take the measurement of a micrometer screw gauge? Now first thing, remember, now these things you have to remember really carefully, right? And when this come to the the MCQs, it doesn't matter, you don't write the formulas, right? Because you don't, like, we just only have to answer the MCQ answer, that's all. So you don't have to write the formula, you just put the values. Maybe you can, if you can do it mentally, you put the values, get the answer, that is enough. But when it comes to the structured essays and the essays, applying the formula is a must, right? You could be really brainful, you could do things really fast, you can take the answers really fast. That is not the thing, right? When it comes to the structured essays, this is the breakdown. Now let's say a question like this is there. Now we'll answer this question, I'll tell you the breakdown of the the marks, how the marks are given, right? So now if this is a structured essay, this is how should you answer it. Now we are taking a length, isn't it? It's a length you are taking. Now the length equals main scale value plus the circular scale value, and the circular scale value is least count into circular scale reading, CSR. You should supposed to write the whole formula there, right? And you have to apply the values to the formula, right? Apply the values to the formula. A good color, this one, right? So you have to apply the values. How do you apply the values? Now MSV is the main scale value just before the circular scale. Now this is the circular scale, and the value just before the circular scale is these lines, isn't it? So these lines are like this. Now this is the 0, and the first line downwards is 0.5, second line upwards is 1 millimeter, third line downwards is 1.5, and the fourth line is 2. So it happens like all the 0.5 values are downwards and the millimeter values are upwards. So you just like count the upward values at once. There is 1, 2, 2 millimeters, right? So the main scale is 2 millimeters, right? Plus, the least count. If the least count isn't given, right? If the least count isn't given, now the common least count of a micrometer screw gauge is 0.01 millimeter. That you are supposed to know, right? Or else the pitch, if the pitch and the number of circular scale divisions are given, the pitch and the number of circular scale divisions are given, you just divide the pitch by the circular scale divisions, you get the least count, right? That is the simple formula. Or if it isn't given, or any of the clues aren't given about the least count, just take it as 0.01 millimeters because that is the common least count, right? So you take 0.01 millimeter because no least count is given, right? Multiplied by CSR. CSR is what? CSR is the circular scale reading, right? Now the circular scale reading is the line which is directly aligned with the midline in the main scale. Now this is the midline in the main scale, and the line which is directly aligned with the midline is what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is the ninth line. So you multiply it, add it, we will get the answer. That is how much? 2.09 millimeters, right? Now this is the answer, 2.09 millimeters. So the answer is not there, is it? Did I write it correctly? Yeah, right? 42nd. That is 2. That was 2.5. Yes. Now listen. This 0.5 of a line is also appearing in the question. That is the reason, right? In the diagram, I have missed it. In the diagram, yeah, another line is there. I didn't see it, right? So there's another line here. Another line is here, right? So the main scale value is actually 2.5 millimeters, right? This is 2.5 millimeters, right? That is 2.5 millimeters. 2.5 millimeters. So it's 2.5 plus 0.09, that is 2.59 millimeters, right? 2.59 millimeters. The answer is what? Where is the answer? This one, right? First answer. 2.59 millimeters is the answer, right? To be reduced by 0.15 millimeters. Why though? Why do you have to reduce anything? There is no any zero errors, right? No zero errors were given, right? So I had a small mistake there drawing the diagram because I didn't see that line in the diagram. So this is supposed to be the answer, right? 2.59 millimeters. Now this is the breakdown. This is how you get the marks. You are getting 3 marks for writing the formula, and you are getting 2 marks for applying the correct values with the correct units, right? And you get 1 mark for the final answer. Get it? You get 3 marks for the application, the formula. You get 2 marks for the correct application of the values and the units. You get 1 mark for the final answer. So now you people who can get the answers really fast, this is the mistake you make, but you just put the answer only there, right? So that will like many of the marks you'll be losing many of the marks, right? So you'll be losing 5 marks out of 6. You're only getting 1 if you answer it like that, right? So don't do that. Always write the formula, apply the values and the units, and simplify it and get the final answer with the units, right? So that's the best way you get the complete number of marks, right? Right, that is 42. I'll come to the 43. The diagram shown on the right, when the anvil and spindle of the micrometer screw are in contact, right? Now this is when the anvil and spindle are in contact. This diagram, they are asking for its zero error. Now what is the zero error here? Now if you see, now this is the midline. Now midline has passed the zero of the circular scale, right? And the zero of the main scale is also appearing. It's not closed, right? The 0 of the main scale is also appearing, so it's not a negative 0 error, right? If the 0 of the main scale is not appearing, that means it has a possibility that it is a negative 0 error. So in this case, it's not a negative 0 error because the main scale 0 is appearing here, isn't it? We discussed this, right? And now when the anvil and spindle are in contact, the midline is there in the 15th reading of the circular scale. So how do you calculate the error here? So it's a positive 0 error. If it is a positive 0 error, just normally calculate the error like you are calculating a measurement. That is 0.01 millimeter into 15, isn't it? So that will be 0.15 millimeters. That's all. 0.15 millimeters. 0.15 millimeters is the one to be added. So it's a positive 0, it should be deducted. 1 to be reduced by 0.15 millimeters. You answered for this question. Now only I understood it, right? Right. So that is 42, 43. I think that's all that we were lacking the diagrams, right? So now you have all the diagrams in the tute. Right. Now come to the other question that we discussed in the area and volume. Which question did we discuss in the area and volume? Where did we stop the last? 19th question, 19, 20. I think it was question 18, wasn't it? Yeah, I think question 18. 21. Okay, 21. 21. Okay, the Kamal question. What happened? Bro, what's the whole thing? We discussed the 21 question, right? Have to start from 22. Okay, 22. Right, this question. Sunimal, right? Sunimal's question. Right, Sunimal, who is on the upper floor of the house, saw a car moving on the road at a certain moment at a decent angle of 30 degrees. The observation point on the first floor was located 9 meters above the ground. At that moment, the distance of the car from the house is, right? Now, I hope you have the tutes. So, I am going to draw this. Yeah, this one. Right. This is ET, sir. Yeah, so it says Sunimal, who is on the upper floor of the house, saw a car moving on the road at a certain moment at a decent angle of 30 degrees. Now this is Sunimal in a building, right? This is Sunimal in a building. I am drawing the building now. Now this is the building. Right, so this is the building. And Sunimal is there in a building. The observation point on the first floor was located 9 meters above the ground. Now the Sunimal is 9 meters above the ground. Let's say he's there. Now he's now 9 meters above the ground, right? He's 9 meters above the ground. That is the observation point. At the moment, the distance of the car from the house is, now he sees a car at an angle of 30 degrees. That is descending angle. So descending angle is 30 degrees. Now that means descending angle is this, right? 30 degrees. And he sees a car here. Now this is the car that he sees, right? Right. Okay. So they are asking at that moment the distance of the car from the house. Now at this moment the distance of the car from the house. Now they are asking for this distance, isn't it? I'll take it as x. Now this is 30 degrees, this should be also 30 degrees, right? So considering this is 90 degrees, you have to find x. You know the height, that is 9 meters, and that is the opposite of it, and x is the adjacent. So you have to put opposite and adjacent, right, of the angle. That is tan. Tan 30 is opposite over the adjacent, 9 over x. Now the tan 30 is 1 over root 3 equals 9 over x. And the x equals what? X equals 9 root 3, right? The answer is 9 root 3. Yeah. Answer is 9 root 3. Right? Yes, tan 30. Answer is 9 root 3. Take note. Finish? Yeah? Shall we go to the next? Right. Now the answer is 9 root 3. Where's 9 root 3? No, 9 root 3 is there. 9 root 3 should be the answer. Now this is supposed to be 9 root 3, not 9 over root 3. 9 root 3. Can we convert it into something? No, right. Can we convert it to something? No. 9 root 3, that will be 81 into 3. 81 into 3. No, right. So it should be 9 root 3. The answer should be 9 root 3. 9 root 3 should be the answer. You can't convert this into any of the answers here, can you? Can't, right? Divide by root 3, multiply by root 3, that will make it 27 over root 3. No, 27 root 3 is also there. Square it, multiply it and square root it. No, right? That will be 81 into 3. 81 into 3 will be something 243. The root is not there, right? No, no. So the answer is 9 root 3, not any of the answers here. Right, come to the question number 23. Yeah, figure shows a gate designed to enter a school. Triangle AB is made of plates. What the hell? Just a second. Something happened to the Zoom. Bros. Aye. Zoom में गया. Zoom में गया. बानो itu. Ayo. Zoom गया. right? People, put a message if you can hear. Can clearly hear, right? Guys, yeah, okay, right. Now come to the question. We had a technical error. Now we are fine. Right. Come to the 23rd question. Figure C shows a gate designed to enter a school. Triangle ABE is made of plates. A is B now. B. ABE, right? Triangle ABE is made of plates. AE equals BE. AE equals BE. These two are equal. EAB equals 60. EAB equals 60. This is 60. If this is 60, this is also should be 60 because it's isosceles, isn't it? Two of the sides are equal, two of the angles should also be equal. EAB equals 60. The area of the plates are required to build the gate is. Now, designed to enter the school, the triangle ABCD is made of plate. Now, we have to find the area of ABE, isn't it? This is the only part we have to find because that is the only part made of plates. Yeah. So, it's easy, isn't it? So, you have two of the sides. Now, if these two of the sides are 60 and 60, this is also should be 60, isn't it? The whole triangle. Yeah. So, it's a equilateral triangle if you take the whole thing. And now you have like, so if it is an equilateral triangle, there is an easy way of simplifying it. I told you. If it is an equilateral triangle, the area will be root 3 over 4 b square. That is the b is the one of the side length. So that will be root 3 over 4. B is 4 and its square. That is 4 into 4. So 4 to 4 cancels out. 4 root 3. Right? The answer should be 4 root 3 square meters. Half into base into height, that is 4. Yeah, so the answer should be 4 root 3 2 4. Right. This answer should be corrected as 4 root 3, right? 4 root 3. Answer should be 4 root 3, right? Take a simple note quickly. Answer is 4 root 3. Right? Right. Come to the question number 24. 24. Right. To keep a vertical pillar strong, two wires are attached to both of the sides as shown in the figure. Right. If the height of the tower is 12 meters, wire is inclined at 30 degrees to the horizontal. What is the required length of the wire? Now they are asking for the length of the wire, right? So you can just simply put a trigonometric ratio. Now, if this is 90 degrees, should be 90 degrees. This is the opposite, and this should be the hypotenuse, isn't it? So it should be opposite over hypotenuse. That is sine that you should put sine 30. Sine 30 is opposite over hypotenuse. That is 12 over. I'll take this as x. Right, sine 30 is half equals 12 over x, and x equals 24, isn't it? X equals 24. So the wire length is 24. That is easy. Right. Take a quick note. Right. Come to the next question. The length of the wire segment AB bent into an arc. Right. this part, the length of the wire segment AB bent into an arc. Okay. So this is given 5/6, isn't it? This is given 5/6. Yeah, that is 5/6. The length of the wire segment AB bent into arc is now they are asking for the arc length. For that you can put simply what S equals R theta, right? S equals R theta, because the arc length equals R theta and theta should be in radians. Now you have to find S. R is given 21 centimeters. Theta should be 5/6. I'm not sure if it was like 5/6 was there. So it's 21 5/6. Now I have to check the. Give me a second. Right, give me a second. Hell no. Bro, the Zoom is connecting. Yeah. Zoom is disconnected. What did he say? So, so here the arc length, the angle is given as 4, right? 5/4. So the answer should be 21 5/4, right? 21 5/4 is the answer, right? So it's the sixth answer. 21 5/4 is the answer, right? So come to the next question. Question number 26. Not that one. Right. Question number 26. Come to this one. Shown in the figure is a circular ABCD roof. The central angle of arc AB is 5/6. Now this is 5/6. The radius is also 14 meters. Now this radius is 14 meters. If the roof is 21 meters long, that means this direction, right? This is 21 meters long. That is BC equals 21. Yes. The area of the plate required for the roof. Now they are asking for this area, right? This area, right? So how do you find it? So one of the simple things you can do is you can find the arc length, and once you take the arc length, you can straighten it up. That will make a cuboid, right? This will be the shape. So now how do you find this arc length? That is S equals R theta. Now S equals R is given 14 centimeters, right? R is given 14 centimeters. That is 14 meters into theta is 5 over 6. So that is if you divide it by 2, that is 7/5 over 3 is the S, right? That is the arc length. Arc length is 7/5 over 3. Now that is this 7/5 over 3, and this length is 21. So this multiplication will give the complete area of this. So that will be 7/5 over 3 multiplied by 21. That is 7 into 7, 49. So it's 49/5 is the area, right? Have a quick note. Yeah, it's reconnected, right? Class is disconnected. Yeah, I think the Wi-Fi is something happening. Right? Shall we go to the next question? Question number 27. Height of a vertical tower on the ground are 20 meters and 26 meters. The top of the two towers are connected with a wire. If the distance between the two towers is 12 meters, the inclination to the horizontal of the wire used. Now they are asking for the angle, right? They are asking for the inclined angle. Now this is what it says, right? Height of two vertical towers on the ground is 20 meters. One is 20 meters and the other is 26 meters, right? And the inclined angle they are asking, that is, we'll take it as theta. And the distance between two of the towers is 12 meters. This is 12 meters. Now if this is 12 meters, this is also should be 12 meters as well, isn't it? So they are asking for the inclination of the horizontal of the wire. Now they are asking for theta. Now you have one of the angle, that is 12, and the sizes of the two of the towers, this is 20, this is 26. So this should be 6. Now you have two of the sides, opposite and the adjacent. So you can take the tan theta. Tan theta equals opposite over adjacent, that is half, right? So the theta is should be equal to tan inverse of half. So it's half tan inverse is the angle. That is answer 4, right? Answer 4. That is answer 4. Take a quick note. Finish? Right. Shall we go to the next question? This one. 60 inclined concrete pillar are used in a security fence built for the security of an army camp. If the length of the tower is 8 meters, what is the height from the ground to the top of the tower? Right? If the length of the tower is 60 degrees inclined concrete pillars are used in a security fence. Okay. Built for a security of an army camp if the length of the tower is 8 meters. Okay, what is the height from the ground to the top of the tower? I have to check that question back again. Now give me a second. Right, so they must be asking about, now they, as per the question it says about this height is 8 meters and they are asking for this height. We'll take it as x, right? So that should be opposite over the hypotenuse, right? Opposite over hypotenuse is sine. So sine 60 equals opposite over hypotenuse, that is x over 8. So sine 60 is root 3 over 2 equals x over 8, and x is equal to 4 root 3, right? Yeah, the answer is 3. Answer is 3. 4 root 3. Answer is 4 root 3. They are asking for the x, this tower. These are two of the towers. One is inclined at a 60 degrees of angle, the other one is sitting straight. So can you show the 27th question for a little bit? 27th question, yes. Now, can you finish this, because if I take it to the 27th question, this will disappear. Take the note on this question quickly. Then we'll go to the 27th. Finish. Right. So the 27th question, this one. Take a quick note. Okay, now come to the next question. This one, 29. Vertical tower is planted on top of a hill. This is the hill and this is the tower. The height of the tower is 20 meters. This is 20 meters. A point A on the top of the tower and on the ground is connected to the ground by a wire inclined at 60 degrees, right? This is 60 degrees. The length of the wire is 60 meters. The wire is 60 meters. It's also given, right? Vertical height from the horizontal plane to the top of the hill. They are asking for this height, top of the hill. We'll take it as x, and this is perpendicular, right? Okay, so you have to put a trigonometric ratio. So it should be opposite and the hypotenuse, isn't it? These are the two of the values that we know, opposite and the hypotenuse. So the opposite and the hypotenuse is sine, isn't it? So that's sine 60. Sine 60 equals, opposite is 20 plus x and the hypotenuse is 60. Yeah, 60. Is it? Yeah, 16 meters, yes. So the sine 60 is root 3 over 2 equals 20 plus x over 60. Now 2 to 60 cancels out, that is 30. And if you cross multiply it, that will be 30 root 3 equals 20 plus x, and the x equals 30 root 3 minus 20, right? So it's 30 root 3 minus 20. Answer is 3. Right? Answer is 3. Take a quick note. Right? Come to the next question, question number 30. Right? A building has two floors of equal height. The angle of elevation is 30 degrees. Now this is 30 degrees. When the top of the second floor, point P, is observed from point A, from a point 20 meters, from a point 24 meters away from the building. Now this is 24 meters. Right? The height of the floor of the building is, so they are asking for height of the building, isn't it? The height of the floor of the building. Which floor is it? They are asking. The two building has 2 floors. Okay, of equal height. I see 3. Sorry, no, I made these questions, but I see 3. A building has 2 floors of equal height. The angle of elevation is 30 degrees when the top of the second floor, point P, that is top of the second floor. Okay, so this is first floor. Oh, this is the second floor maybe. So this is the first floor, this is the second floor, this is the ground. Take it that way. So yeah. Okay, when the top of the second floor is observed from 24 meters away from the building, the height of one floor of the building. They are asking for this height, isn't it? They are asking for this height. So you have to find this height. So half of that, isn't it? Yeah. This is the first floor. This is the second floor. So they are asking about the height of the first floor, height of one floor. That is this height. So if you find this height, the half of it will be this height, right? So we'll find this height. We take this complete height as x, right? So that is opposite adjacent tan, right? Tan 30 is equal to x over 24, and the tan 30 is 1 over root 3 equals x over 24, right? That is x over 24. So now the x is equal to 24 over root 3. X is equal to 24 over root 3. Nice. So it should be half of that, right? Now this is the complete height. They are asking for the height of a one floor. That is half of it. So that should be 12 over root 3, isn't it? If I divide this by 2, that is 12 over root 3. It should be this 12 over root 3. The answer 4. 12 over root 3. Answer is 4. 12 over root 3. Right? Take a quick note. Right? Let's go to the next question. That's it. Right? That's it. So all these are like the essay questions. I was thinking only to complete the MCQ, so that's it. That's all. Right. So guys, thank you for staying We had some difficulties. I'm sorry about the inconvenience occurred, and I hope you had a, you know, at least a little bit of knowledge and improvement with the seminar and this session. And like try to go through as much as possible, like try to complete many of the questions, and this recording will also be provided quickly. I'll tell the vice path to provide this recording quickly as well. Now this will be free, and that the previous seminar recording you'll have to buy it because the others came paying money, so I can't give it for free for the others, right? It's not fair. So anyways, this video will be free and that video you'll have to buy, and or else you can go through the notes that your friends have, right? The friends should have the notes that they had, like for the answers you can ask for their notes if you want, and like try to go through the many as like the questions as much as possible and get ready for the exam that is coming on Tuesday, right? So guys, we'll see you on next Tuesday with the paper. Do some good studies. Good luck for everyone, and good night for now. Thank you. Good night. Good night, Pata. So I do the all the essay questions. Good. You do all the essay questions, and if you have any doubts, you put me a text message. I'll try to solve it. Right. Then see you. Adios.